Brent, two stingy defenses tonight. Hard to see how either team is going to put up a lot of points.
These are the kind of games, Kevin, where sometimes you have an offensive breakout from a player that you and I, in doing the elaborate research we do, all of a sudden comes up with a 19-point performance where we say out of nowhere, maybe because that defensive team wasn't prepared for that guy stepping up in a big way.
Exactly. It'll be the Heat off the tip. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. Simmons and Fultz, the backcourt pairing. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Winslow kicks to Magruder. Shot clock at 5. Over Fultz. Nice shot from the wing. Magruder's got the game going with his first points of the game for Miami. To the middle. And it's Butler missing. Butler against Richardson. Pass to Magruder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Miami with the ball. Pass to Magruder. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Richardson. Offline with his 3. Here's Philadelphia. Fultz kicks to Butler. Back to Fultz. And the shot is long. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Redick is checked in. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Winslow against Chandler. Chandler with the defensive effort.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Knocked loose, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Heat moving the ball around. That's tipped and stolen by Butler. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Embiid. The kick outside to Butler. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Richardson finds Winslow. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Chandler. Releases. kept alive, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Outside, Redick. The kick outside to Butler. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Magruder, covered by Redick. Dragic the pass to Magruder. Now the pass to Richardson. Drains the 19-footer.
Just a tiny bit of room there for Josh Richardson. And once the screen gives him that, it's golden. Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the 76ers. Here's Dragic. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some style.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Passes it to Simmons. That shot off the mark. Dragic with some nice D. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Last season, he played outstanding. 4th in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Here's Magruder, covered by Redick. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good Butler. Brent, I know it's a long season, but there's something special about NBA opening night.
We do a great job of presenting that, too. Every year, there's just spectacular stuff going on all day long. So many people are fired up to get to the arena. People coming early, festive. You get your new gear on. You got the new colors, whatever the new shoes are. Everybody's got them on. Let's get fired up and throw it up.
You remember opening day, don't you? Especially as a rookie, I would assume. My goodness.
Of course, the very first opening day sticks with you the most. Mine happened to be with the Los Angeles Clippers when I was drafted by the Denver Nuggets, traded to L.A., but I do remember that day, and I still have that jersey, Kevin.
No kidding.
Well, it didn't get played all that much in the first game, but I still have it.
Outside, Redick. Lets it go from the wing, and it's in there. Redick's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the defense has got to wake up a little bit. That's J.J. Redick out there, and that's J.J. with room to fire.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Right at the free throw line, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, getting the ball off the dribble to the bucket is one of Dragic's strengths. You can't afford to let him get that close to the rim, or he's going to get you.
Whiteside against Embiid, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Dragic.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
The 17-footer. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Dragic. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. Pass to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
And that one misses.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. He dishes it to Butler. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Josh Richardson. Wade comes in for Rodney Magruder. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players. Just interesting combinations, guys who can switch all over the floor. But I think they're still trying to find out what their role is. Who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that they lean on. And they try to be greater than the sum of their parts under Eric Spoelstra. Some nights they are.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shot.
And that one misses. And the Heat culture, not for everyone certainly, intense practices, a lot of preparation, demanding fitness standards. There's a lot to digest.
Well, Pat Riley is still around, isn't he, Kevin? So with that fact, Eric Spoelstra doesn't stray too far from what it is that brought Pat Riley a ton of success in Miami in setting up that culture and that sort of work mentality on a daily basis. You got to be tough and you got to be willing to work if you're in Miami.
Poked loose. Embiid with the steal. Back to Simmons. Olynyk with the steal. Redick against Wade. And stolen by Simmons. Over to the left wing. Redick against Johnson. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And checking out the stats for Wade. Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wade's got his first basket of the night.
And even though the defense is there, it does not bother Dwayne Wade. He's seen it all.
Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Butler. Embiid's got his first 2 points. The Heat with the lead. Johnson kicks to Wade. The fadeaway, and another basket for Miami.
That's a beautiful shot from Dwayne Wade. He's still got that jumper going.
Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Memphis. Pass to Butler. McConnell finds Butler. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Johnson surveying the floor. And stolen by McConnell. And he comes up with the deuce. And here is Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. Shoots a fader. Wade can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Shamet. Wade is covering. McConnell with it. Johnson on him. A shot by McConnell, no good. The Heat have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. From 12 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
How about the ferocity from Butler? Just exploding to the rim to take that one home as soon as the lane opened up.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. The feed to Wade. Heat moving the ball around and stolen by McConnell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And as we have a moment now, let's take a look at the 3-pointer to 2-pointer shot ratio here in the postseason for the Heat. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top. Yeah. MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
Count the basket.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Shamet, Ellington defending, and it's good for 2. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Johnson left side, down low, Adebayo. Good D by Embiid.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And it's Wade with the rebound. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. Fades away. Rebound by the 76ers.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Kelly Olynyk, a brand nice pickup for the Miami Heat, 4 years and $50 million.
Well, thinking about a floor spacing big man, they like what they saw out of Kelly Olynyk in his brief time with the Boston Celtics. He's still young, has a chance to grow, but his skill set as a big is still eye-popping.
McConnell passes to Embiid. Back to McConnell. Shamet, Ellington defending. The 76ers with another miss. Miami trailing. He feeds it to Johnson. First trip to the line for him here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's McConnell over Johnson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers on top, up 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Johnson. Then there's Embiid, and it's T.J. McConnell. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. One-on-one fast break. Shamet on the high post. He drills it. He's got 7. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson kicks to Wade. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Fades and shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Wade's got 6.
Excellent use in the mid-range area. You know that's one of his favorite shots.
Yep, that one goes in there. McConnell's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The pass to Johnson. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Back to McConnell. Six to shoot. The three. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Heat call time here. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick. Last season's performance for him, he averaged about 17 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Magruder.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Dragic with the rebound. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense, because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
What strength on the slam from Simmons, punching it home and sending a real message there.
Simmons against Dragic, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. 5th on the list, Ben Simmons.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
It's Richardson on the wing. He kicks it to Whiteside. Good D by Johnson. The 76ers leading by 6. Outside, Redick. Pass to Korkmaz. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Korkmaz has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Now here's Winslow. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Richardson the bounce pass. The 19-foot shot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kept alive. Johnson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's just amazing work from Winslow. Knows he was going to get hit, but he possesses that strength and concentration to hit the shot.
And the 76ers making a change here. Butler's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Redick surveying the D. From downtown. The kick outside to Butler. It's Chandler high post. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. And Winslow about 6'7", 225. But Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a four. And when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
For Philadelphia, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
One shot.
And Wilson Chandler, during the NBA lockout back in 2011, Brent, decided to keep playing, but it was in China.
Yeah, his deal did not have an out clause, so that's how committed he was to getting himself laced up and on the court. And once the NBA lockout ended, he couldn't just come back and pick up where he left off. He had to stay in China, finish the season, and then return to the Nuggets.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Pass to Winslow. Here's Magruder, covered by Redick. Magruder kicks to Dragic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 10. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Butler.
The defense had better put J.J. Redick on a leash and trail him around. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets that ball.
Winslow finds Dragic from deep, and he's good on the three ball. Dragic has got 5 points so far.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Well, 10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 5th in assists, 8th in steals, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Richardson, and it's Miami with another.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Fultz kicks to Butler. Pass to Simmons. Out to the right wing, and stolen by Whiteside. Richardson gets a wide open look. Simmons pulls it in.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Here's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Winslow kicks to Richardson. And it falls over the rim and in. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Shots good from Butler.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Puts it up from 12. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Dragic.
And credit Dragic for the off-season dribbling drills for that one.
Fades and shoots. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Dragic looking it over. In the corner, Winslow with it. Misses the 3.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
And Redick kicks to Fultz. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Back to Redick. The tray. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Redick's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Winslow. Good D by Johnson.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Off with the layup.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning. So the hope is that he's going to get going.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Simmons. Dragic against Simmons. And the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Dragic. Fultz the pass to Butler. Back to Fultz. Over Dragic. Fultz, no good. The Heat trail by 12. Outside Dragic. From about 16. Good as the jump shot falls. Dragic has got 9 points.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Butler. That one wide left. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Buries the long-range jumper. Magruder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Dragic can be a great playmaker, and I love how he slings the ball around, that time to an open teammate.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Justice Winslow. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Ellington is subbed in for Rodney Magruder. And there it is for him. And 11 points for Ben Simmons.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Dragic.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Shamet, Ellington defending. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Miami's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Ellington kicks to Olynyk. And Dragic has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 9. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Simmons against Olynyk. And Simmons kicks to Embiid with 4 seconds on the clock.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
And that concludes the first half. 76ers lead by 11. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11-point edge into the second half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
You know what? That guy's not going to hurt us. Don't worry about him. Boom. Supporting role, and then he puts some points on you. They better make an adjustment.
Winslow is out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Fultz with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Basket counts.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you. A nice shot by Embiid.
Well, when you see a teammate over-rotate, you just swing it around, the perimeter's wide open.
Dragic finds Whiteside. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Dragic against Simmons. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That's a big boy play from your point guard there to absorb the hit and still get the shot to go.
Fultz the pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Dragic. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The pass to Magruder. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Kicks it to Simmons. Shoots over Dragic, and Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 15. Magruder passes to Dragic. Here's Magruder, guarded by Fultz. No good from Dragic. The 76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter. Dragic comes with the double team. And there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That's his 1st foul. Butler against Richardson. Butler kicks to Chandler. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
The Heat trail by 18. Now Richardson, 8 points for him. He kicks it to Dragic. Here's Whiteside, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, sometimes the D has no choice but to foul Whiteside and try to make him earn it.
For Miami, they have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A 2nd-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China, he even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
Dragic against Simmons. Butler from outside. Rebound by the Heat. And here's Richardson. He's got 8, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Simmons.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Winslow against Chandler. And it's Magruder in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Over Fultz. Miami no good on that time either. The 76ers leading by 16. To the paint. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Richardson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym.
Take a break.
The terrific defender
2 shots.
in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
That's good from Richardson. Korkmaz checked in for Ben Simmons. That one is no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And last year we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. 17-point game. Right at the free throw line, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Dragic has got 15.
You got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Dragic. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism, and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Here's Magruder. He's got 8. Down low, it's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers. Dragic with a wide open look. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist in the game. Redick passes to Fultz. Fires from the line, and Winslow pulls it down.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Here's Richardson, just 5 to shoot, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires the 3, and J.J. Redick good for 3. Redick's got 10.
Well, I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Back to Magruder. That shot is off. Great D that time from Redick. Here's Korkmaz. Richardson covering. Korkmaz passes to Fultz. Embiid kicks to Korkmaz. Right side against Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside. The 76ers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Heat trail by 20. Johnson kicks to Ellington. Passes it to Wade. Over Chandler. Wade, good. He's got 8. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Chandler finds McConnell. Outside, Redick. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adebayo passes to Ellington. Olynyk. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Wade right side, clock at 6. Ellington inside the 3-point line, and he hits the jump shot. Ellington's got his 2nd basket of the game. Philadelphia leading by 18. McConnell kicks to Chandler. Shamet powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
A good job by Wilson right there to recognize his teammate was open and just simply gave it up.
Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Now here's Olynyk. The 11-footer. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Shamet. No good on the triple. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. On the wing, Johnson. Wade, right side. They grab their own miss. And Embiid with the block. Shamet. Wade is covering. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so here is Philadelphia. Shamet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Two.
The first free throw is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Got a piece of it. Ellington, the pass to Adebayo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Redick against Wade. It's Redick on the wing. 12 points for him. Stolen by Wade. Here's Ellington. Adebayo. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Shamet. Ellington defending. Pass to McConnell. And here's Embiid. Johnson wide open. He fires. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Shamet. Johnson with the block.
Well, Tyler Johnson getting up fast to block that one.
For 3, Ellington hits the three-point bomb. Ellington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Redick with the bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Redick against Wade to the paint and stolen by McConnell. And the wide open shot from Redick. The offensive rebound, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Right now, Chandler's activity is paying off. You got to put a body on him.
Johnson finds Ellington. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Philadelphia with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Heat trail by 18. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. T.J. McConnell is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Wade, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Wade's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 18.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Butler, no good. And for the Heat, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Ellington. That one misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Johnson kicks to Wade. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The Heat trail by 16. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Johnson right side. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Johnson.
All those hours in the offseason working on the catch-and-shoot jumper, it pays off there. When he shoots it with confidence, it looks good.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson outside, and the pass to Ellington. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Here's Winslow. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. McConnell scanning the floor, and the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Fultz, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Timeout called the 76ers. A different look for Miami. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Ellington. And it's Dragic in for Johnson. The 76ers also with a sub. Chandler's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's slammed in by Whiteside. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, this is why Whiteside has a high percentage in terms of his field goals. Creates a job inside that he can get done.
Sinks the triple.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Simmons passes to Fultz, kicks to Embiid, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
And it's Magruder missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Here's Butler. Outside, Simmons. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Dragic. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 19 points.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Dragic dishes to Richardson. Back to Dragic. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 21.
Right now, it seems like he's hitting everything. He is really on a tear.
Here's Simmons. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Simmons. Good on both. Dragic with it. And he can't bank that one in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
With the shot. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 14. Knocked away. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Butler against Richardson, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Winslow, that one falls. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. He gets that one. Simmons got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
There's Winslow, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
Here's Embiid, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
And Embiid drops them both.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Down low. Here's Fultz. That's tipped.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Here's Magruder. No problem on the jumper in close.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
And this is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
And it's good for 2. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 18. And now Philadelphia on the break. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Dragic kicks to Magruder. 5 on the clock. Fires it up. No good from Dragic. The 76ers leading by 20. Fultz the pass to Simmons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Passes it to Richardson, and stolen by Butler, and Butler sends it back. Now Fultz. About a quarter of the players in the NBA were born outside the USA. Brent, could that percentage swell to half within a couple decades?
I don't think we're ever going to get that far with foreign-born players, but it's exciting to see all the representation around the league. We've certainly had some standouts, and I'm a little bit sad that this year might be the last year we see one of the most incredible players, if not the best European player the league's ever seen in Dirk Nowitzki, probably retiring in Dallas after the year.
And And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
The first one falls.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
And so he hits both.
And that puts him right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Dragic finds Richardson. Chandler against Winslow. To end the run. And Embiid with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Goes up the baseline. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Knocked away. And here's Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Richardson for 3. Wilson Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Butler. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete, and he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. And Miami shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Here's Johnson. He kicks it to Wade. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Shamet, Richardson covering. Can't hit from 12. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Joel Embiid.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Here's Korkmaz. Richardson covering. Launches a three. Rebound by the Heat. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The three. Offensive rebound, Heat. Wade. Embiid with the steal. Now, here's McConnell. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep the momentum going?
Very confident. Like I said, we got a great group of guys. We play together, play hard. We can win.
I know you'll like to keep that going as we go on in the season. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.